Glad to see you've made it. I don't know how you did it, but then again, you survived a giant elevator crash, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Also, again, I apologize for hitting you over the head. In fact, it is for this reason that I believe we should not meet face to face. As for your children, I don't know exactly where they're being kept, but I know someone who does. Head to the aquatic sector. That's where he resides.
You've had a rough day, I can tell. You diligently wait for the moment you leave this wretched place with your child in hand, I can also tell. Not to undermine your efforts, but I fear that moment may never come. I cannot let it happen, and I will gladly show you why, but after I do, you take my advice. Leave this place while you still can. Erase it from your memory. Move on and forget any of this ever happened. And I promise you, tomorrow will be a better day. Welcome to my home, or at least, what was supposed to be my home. I have never had actual sun rays touch my skin. Can you imagine that? And I yearn for the day that they finally do. I need the children to achieve that, but do not worry. I will practice the safest of procedures. Oh, to live the simple life of a completely brainless shellfish, just munching on shrimp and avoiding getting eaten by turtles all day. I admire your courage, so I am giving you the chance to walk away. Take it. That way you won't lose both your life and the chance to see your child.
intestines, but most importantly, no pancreas. You, sir, need to have more organs. What am I supposed to eat when there's nothing to eat? Guess I'm going to have to look elsewhere.
What happened to you is one of Stinger Flint's tricks. See Nabnab's room? It's open now, which means he's inside. He's on the hunt, and it's too dangerous to do anything in this state. We have to deal with him. Luckily, I have a solution, but you won't like it. When Nabnab escaped, it wasn't long before workers started to disappear. Nabnalina was that solution. We had a theory that Nabnab was as aggressive as he was due to his loneliness. We never got to prove this theory right, as the collapse happened during the surgery. That's where you come in. You'll be carrying out the final steps of said surgery. The hard part is already done. All you need to do is mix the right concentrations and inject her with it about 6 times? I hope that wasn't too hard. Anyway, grab the audio disc and head back to the aquatic sector and play it on the big speaker in the lounge. Time for a spider uni.
You have overstayed your welcome here. I even made you an offer, but guess what? Accepting it is long overdue. Don't worry, I won't get rid of you or collect you just yet. I was never one to abide by waste. You just take a little nap while I transfer you to where you're meant to be.
Finally, you're waking up! I was getting really bored, and that fella over there isn't much of a talker. Plus, it's scary here. That big green guy keeps checking in on us. I think he believes we're some sort of dolls. We could use that to our advantage to try and escape. He cannot know that we're alive. Every time we move or change something in the room, let's make sure that it's back to the way it was before he checks in on us again. In other words, from his point of view, the room must remain unchanged. I don't know where to start though, so you give it a try.
Okay, bird riding is a new one, I'll give you that. What drives you forward so vigorously? I refuse to accept that it's your protective parental instincts. Oh, I know. Someone has given you false hope, promised you what you want when all along they had one thing on their mind. Pancreases. At first, I was confused by how everything was going perfectly in your favor, despite you never being here before. And then it hit me. Someone has to have been guiding you. Your friend here has helped me tremendously. Thanks to him, I bore witness to very vital information. Well, when my turn comes, I will simply prevent myself from turning into what he turned into.
but the smell of your pancreas will always draw me to you.